Alright guys, we're back this time with a Xenoverse video. And I'm going to be showing you guys what I think is a pretty easy way to beat what I think is the hardest mission in the game. Okay, so the first thing that you're probably gonna want to do is get yourself to level 80 before even attempting this. You don't have to be level 80, but it makes it easier. And then I'll show you the mission you get this from in a minute, but you're gonna want to try and get this. It's Bill's, or Beerus, whatever you want to call him, second Z Soul, and it really helps you with key attacks. Then for my build, I don't really bother with health that much because, you know, there's capsules. If you want to go into health, then that's okay. I never use Strike Super, so I don't really find it that necessary. But Key Blast, Supers, and basic attack, stamina, and Key is what I focused on. I don't recommend pitting anything above 75, but it's up to you if you want to do that. For my attacks, I use Spirit Bomb. These two attacks don't matter, it's up to you what you want to use. And pick a strong ultimate that's decent at taking out multiple targets. A Kamehameha is not that bad because if they all walk into it, it serves the same purpose. When I originally did this, I used Kid Boo's ultimate, the Super Vanishing Ball. But I found that I like this move better. It's Android 17 and 18's ultimate. For your evasive skill, use whatever you like. I like Kid Boo's. You're gonna want this though. I recommend a charge move. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how you get some of these items. Okay, so for the Super Electric Strike, you just have to grind this mission until it drops for you. I had to play it like 15-20 times. Then for the Z Soul, you do this mission over and over until you get. You can also get one of his moves from it. Now, since I'm saying, to make this easier, I am going to spam. If you're not a Saiyan, then you can still do it. You're just going to have to play a little bit differently. Try and knock them out so you can charge your ki.
A Saiyan? No, won't lose here. A lot better than I thought.
I forgot to show you guys something at the beginning of this. I'm going to show you in a minute.
Can't keep up in this battle. I was so close. Don't you? I'll avenge you. It's not like I'll give up yet. Training is insufficient.
All of you, come at me at once. Look strong. That's all.
This isn't good. What power! If this keeps up, I'm not gonna last.
Out of my way!
So now my Z Soul activates, so now I do even more key damage. You can pretty much use this move, and no matter where the opponent's at, most of the time it will hit them, which is what makes it really easy.
You're strong.
Now, what I'd recommend if you're a Saiyan and you're still on Super Saiyan instead of charging so your ki will go down in between the cutscenes, you can still do that, but what I do is I let it run out and I charge all the way up so that my ki's not running down. Since, I mean, you got 15 minutes to do this, and normally, at least I get to the final part with about 6 minutes left, which is enough to do it. So try and take your time. And that thing I forgot to show you was actually the capsules that I recommend using. Here's what I use. All Regen, Capsule M, Regen, Capsule M, Energy L, and then Energy Z. Dang, out of here, boo.
This is bad! Don't think Boo can win! Did Boo?
Idiot! I'll finish this!
Now, Vegeta and Trunks don't spam you as much as Gohan and Goku, but they still spam you. I was trying not to have my Super Saiyan run out so that I wouldn't lose my stamina. Another way of doing this is, since they're being cheap, you can be cheap too. Just fly around and ki blast them. If you do this forever, it's not really going to work out, but if you lose your Super Saiyan or you need stamina, this will help you out. I'm actually going to go ahead and use one of my capsules and then try and get the heck out of the way. You see what I mean by they spam you? I mean, I can't even move right now. I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that, I really ain't. Now I'm going to return the favor.
It's more than I expected! Don't underestimate me. I am being pushed!
Aw, man, they got rid of all my stamina in the middle of my ultimate move. Keep a watch on your stamina, because if you're in the middle of doing an ultimate move and then they do something like that, if they hit you with an ultimate or they're punching you a lot and your stamina runs out, you pretty much got nothing. Well, they're both on low health, but I don't have any ki. I'm not just gonna sit there and ki blast them forever. Of course, I would hit you. You don't really have to worry about Trunks' ultimate unless you're literally in his face. If you're not in his face, you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, now I'm gonna let my Super Saiyan run out. Alright, so before you go for here, make sure you got everything you need. I recommend having more than 2 capsules, but I was trying to make it go faster, so I got reckless and, you know. Try and come in here with at least 3 of those capsules. Try and have at least 1 regen capsule, and then anything else you want.
Come at me with everything you got!
Now this is the hardest part of the mission, at least in my opinion, because they will spam you for days. If you can start spamming them first, then you can do it, but if you don't get them all together, then this happens. Luckily, I was able to get out of it right there, and now I'm attacking them all at once. But if you don't get them all together like this, you're just gonna die. Unfortunately, I ran out of keys, so now the spam starts. I might actually die right here. I didn't want to have to use that one yet, but they didn't give me a choice. Oh, yeah. So I almost killed Goku. If I can finish him off, this gets a lot easier. Okay, now Goku's dead. Now your target's gonna want to be Gohan. Goten, if you gotta move like this, it attacks multiple targets at one time. Normally Goten just kind of dies in the process, so I never target him.
Close to over yet.
Because of all our key upgrades, as you can see, Gohan is getting owned. Aside from that, right there, and that he's getting owned. I noticed that my stamina, well, my Super Saiyan was about to run out, so since I knew my stamina was going to go away from that, I just started using Ki Blast like this. You don't always have to be up close and personal with him. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so now that he's dead, Goku's going to come back as a Super Saiyan 3, and then after you defeat him, you've technically beat the mission. You might get extra enemies, but it doesn't really matter. After you beat him, you technically beat the mission. He still spams, even though he's a Super Saiyan 3, so just watch out for that. The good news is he's only a single target. So if you can get him to a point where he can't attack you like this, he's not going to be able to move unless my move misses like that. And then you can just keep spamming him like he spams you, and then he's pretty much done for. Like I said, try and charge anytime. If you're on low health, I don't recommend doing something like that, because as you can see, I just lost a quarter of my health on that. Good news is I got Ki though. And then once you get your Ki, just finish the jab. There you go. Now, if you've done that, you've probably beat the most annoying and hardest mission in this game. The only problem is when I had to do this, it took me like 30 plus attempts, so try not to get discouraged, but this mission is extremely frustrating. That's actually my third time going through it. The first time took me like 30 attempts. The second time, I got it on like my third attempt, and then this time I got really lucky and got it on my first attempt. But normally that does not happen. The whole purpose of why I even tried this mission that many times is because I wanted this character. It was the last quest that I needed to get Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And in my opinion, he's one of the best characters in the game. Well, I'll see you guys on the next video. If you guys have any other missions that you find hard and want a video on, just let me know. I have a couple in mind though.